Fundamental number 13, have each other's backs. It reminds me of a story that I'd like to share. And this is a true story as it's been told, and it goes back into the 1700s, a long time ago. But even though it was a long time ago, it's as true then, I believe, as it is today. And it's called A Man on a Horse. So there was this guy riding a horse, and he comes across a bunch of men that were in a ditch, digging it out, preparing for battle. And he stopped, and there was the so-called leader of those men yelling and screaming and berating these guys to work harder and, faster, and just was obviously not with the right temperament of a leader. So the man on the horse said something to the gentleman, who wasn't really a gentleman, and that guy said, if you don't like it, why don't you get off your horse, get in the ditch, and start digging with them? At which point he did. He got off the horse, he picked up a shovel, and he started digging. And after a while, when he finished up, he thanked each of the men, he patted him on the back, and he got out of the ditch. But before he got on his horse, he went up to the leader of those men, and he got right in his face, and he said, when you get back to base camp, I want you to go to the top commander there, and you tell him why and specifically you could not treat these men better. And with that, the man recognized who the man on the horse was, and he said, yes, sir. It was at the time General George Washington. And then he drove away. Now, I don't know what happened back at camp, but I'll bet you there was some follow-up involved, and I'll bet you that either that person developed into a better leader or that person was relieved of his command. And that was the right thing to do. But think about the guys in that ditch, and think about our people in our organization or your organizations, right? Who would they want to go to battle with? Now, we're in business, maybe not war. We're competing and everybody's, working hard. Think about who they want to work for and work with. I mean, it's a rhetorical question, right? It's an easy one, the man on the horse. And there's so many basic traits, and it doesn't matter if it's 2020, if it was 2030 or 2076 or 1776. The basic premise of human nature and basic kindness and what people want is true today as it was then, and what people don't want is as true today as it was back then. So with that, let's have each other's backs. And what's interesting, if you look at our fundamental, the last sentence it says in this fundamental is, be willing to step into another role to help another associate when that's what's required for success. Let's keep this one in mind. It's a really important one, and the question is, do we really have each other's backs all the time, no matter what? Thank you.